Hello YouTubers, this is Big Baby SLD, and today I decided to do something a little different than the comic books today. I figure I'll show you my some of my DVD collection. These are just the DVDs I have displayed in my living room. And let's start off with this. This is my Best of Abbott and Costello Volume 3. Uh, I grew up on Abbott and Costello. When I was a kid, every Sunday in Brooklyn, they ran Abbott and Costello movies 11:30 in the morning, and I just grew up on these guys for years. I looked at their movies over and over again, and this disc contains some of their best movies. That's why I picked it. My all-time, for the main reason I'm gonna just show you I picked this movie, this disc, is because this contains Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein. This is like one of my all-time favorite movies. And this here, I love this movie. I've seen these discs a million times. It's a 2-disc package. It's the Best of Abbott and Costello Volume 3. And let's move on to the next movie. Now here are two movies when I just need a chuckle. I stick it in every time. Early Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura Pet Detective, and Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. This, personally to me, is Jim Carrey at his best. These movies, they kill me every time. Every time I look at it, it's like looking at it for the first time. I can't stop laughing. This is just Jim Carrey at his zaniest. Let's see what else I have. This is Ants. I'm no Woody Allen fan. He did the voiceover for the lead character in this movie. This is DreamWorks. I think Ants is hilarious. Woody Allen, if you had never seen it, check it out. Woody Allen has some great one-liners in this movie. This is DreamWorks Ants. The original Anaconda. This, I'm not usually a fan of Jennifer Lopez, but really this movie was the snakes, and John Voight just steals the show in this movie, playing the villain. Excellent movie. I loved it. J Lo, Ice Cube, Eric Stoltz, and John Voight. This is the remake, Assault on Precinct 13, with Lawrence Fishburne and Ethan Hawke. I actually brought this from somebody, but I thought it was a good movie. I know it is kind of underrated. It tanked the box office, but I thought this was a good action movie. Let's see what else we got here. Uh, Three other movies when I need a good laugh. Austin Powers International Man of Mystery. Uh, The Spy Who Shagged Me. And Austin Powers Goldmember. All three of these movies are hilarious. Hilarious. I love the Austin Powers franchise. Personally, I think Mike Myers should make a fourth one. I know his career is kind of dying and the Shrek thing is kind of over. Here we have Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel. This movie is deep, very deep. Plays a crooked cop. Not for the children to see. Strictly adult-oriented movie. This isn't even R. This is an NC-17 rated movie. But this movie here is deep. Bad Lieutenant. I know the holidays are coming and you'd like to See a good Christmas flick? Bad Santa. Billy Bob Thornton. This is Billy Bob at his best. Great movie. And you want to talk about one-liners? Billy Bob Thornton has some great one-liners in this movie. Here we got a classic. Bachelor Party. I mean, I say no more. This movie is Tom Hanks' classic. This is pre-Big, post-Splash, but classic movie. Now, if you're over the age of 25 and you haven't seen this, something's wrong with you. Animal House. I'll say no more. John Belushi, Animal House. Before there was Van Wilder, there was Animal House. You need to check this out. Okay, you may ask why I have this movie, Alone in the Dark, with Christian Slater and Tara Reid. Yes, the movie's bad. It's awful. But I read that Miss Reid actually plays a scientist. That alone made me want to get this movie, Alone in the Dark. Now for your military fix, if you're into military movies, this is probably one of the best military movies I've ever seen. Band of Brothers. This is the whole box set. Premiered on HBO. 10-disc series. Each disc contains 2 episodes, 1-hour episodes. Band of Brothers is probably one of the best war movies I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even sure if you can consider it a movie. It was more of a mini-series. But this here is one of the best. Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg put this together. And even it comes in this metal lunchbox type case. But Band of Brothers, excellent if you want your war fix. The original Barbershop, Ice Cube. Personally, I think this is his best movie. It's hilarious. It's to the point. And Cedric the Entertainer basically steals the show in this movie. The original Barbershop. Now here's the movie that started it all. Michael Keaton's Batman, the original. You can't go wrong with this movie. Michael Keaton, Nicholson. Nicholson just steals the show. Batman, the original, 1989. You want your Disney fix? Beauty and the Beast. They just don't make them like this anymore. Everything's Pixar, everything's computer animation. But Beauty and the Beast, you just can't go wrong with this if you want your Disney fix. This isn't too bad. I looked at it once. Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. Straight to DVD movie, the old Batman Beyond TV series about Bruce Wayne in the future and who he picks to replace him as Batman. Good movie. Kind of dark. If you're into wacky movies, a little comedy, Beans. Funny. Rowan Atkinson. Funny movie. This guy's hilarious. I have no explanation why I have this movie. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Bewitched. I love Will Ferrell, but this movie was pretty bad. This I don't recommend at all. I've never even finished it. That's how bad it is. Once again, you want your military fix. Black Hawk Down. And let me tell you a little something. I was in the Army years ago, and if you look at the end of this movie, they mention the list of the deaths in Somalia. You'll see a Cornell Houston. I served with Cornell Houston at 41st Engineers. That's at Fort Drum. He was friends with my roommate. He used to come in and out of my room. They were buddies, and he just made his sergeant stripes. And they sent him over to Somalia. The next thing I know, they tell me he was killed in a gunfire. Kind of hit us pretty hard. I even went to the ceremony. They renamed the barracks after Cornell Houston. And so, Black Hawk Down, check it out. And read the credits at the end of the movie. They'll show the deaths. And you'll see Sergeant Cornell Houston at the end of the movie. Here we go. Blade and Blade 2. I love these movies, especially Blade 2. Excellent movie. Excellent. Action oriented. I have the third one around here somewhere. I really didn't care too much for it. But Blade 1 and 2, excellent. Now this, to me, is personally Johnny Depp's best performance. And it was not one of his wild and wacky performances. Blow. I love this movie. It's about Johnny Depp, the drug game, the rise and fall of a drug kingpin. I love this movie. If you've never seen Blow, check it out. Another classic. Boogie Nights. I think it's the best thing Mark Wahlberg's ever done. That and The Departed. But check out Boogie Nights. Excellent movie. I love this movie. I must have seen it about 10 times already. The Boogeyman, I think, is an underrated horror flick. If you've never seen it, check it out. I thought it was pretty good. Who was in it? Who was in this movie? Barry Watson. That's that kid from that Seventh Heaven TV show. But I actually thought Boogeyman was a pretty good show. Oh, here we go. Pixar. Bug's Life is hilarious. Hilarious movie. Early Pixar made some great stuff. And Bug's Life is hilarious. I mean, De Niro, Joe Pesci teaming up again. Gangster flick. Casino. Excellent movie. Seen it a million times. I'm sure you have too. Excellent movie. All right, here's my last one for this video. I will be back with more. Season 1 of the Dave Chappelle Show. I thought was the funniest season. This right here is hilarious. The I'm Rick James sketch. I would mention a couple other sketches, but they're kind of one word is a little too risque to say on YouTube, so I won't say it. There's one. Charlie Murphy tells his story about playing Prince in basketball. Excellent stuff. All right, that's for now. That's it for now, YouTubers. We'll be back again with part 2 to my DVD collection. This is Big Baby SLD, and I am out.